The man was inspecting a gun. In the next second,
Why'd you do that? What did you say?
Yuri was startled, but he quickly regained his composure.
Now you're gonna have to buy it. It's a used gun. How can I sell a used gun?
A used gun. That's a good one.
This was the quick thinking of the world's #1 arms dealer. Yuri calmly continued to introduce weapons to the Liberian president. After the deal was made, Yuri transported a large quantity of weapons to this war-torn country, letting death spread across the land. A month later, Yuri started shipping containers full of weapons to Liberia, but Interpol discovered his ship and began to follow it. Yuri immediately had his men change the name of the ship, and prepared to hang a Dutch flag, but they only had a French one. Yuri didn't panic, though, because the colors of the Dutch and French flags were very similar. When Interpol boarded the ship to inspect it, they found that all the containers were filled with potatoes, and the weapons were hidden in the middle of them. Interpol didn't find any weapons, and Yuri escaped. This time, however, as Yuri was transporting weapons by plane, the US Air Force surrounded him and ordered him to land. At first, Yuri ignored them, but when the fighter jets started firing at his plane, he had no choice but to land. However, the place he landed was not under US jurisdiction and was full of armed groups. Seeing this, Yuri had an idea. He began to give away the weapons for free. He just said one thing.
Free sample. Tell your friends.
Happy times. Come on. Help yourselves. No talk. Everything goes. Guys, yes, come on!
The rest was self-explanatory. This absurd scene took place right here. In just a few minutes, the villagers looted $1 billion worth of weapons. By the time the police arrived, all that was left was an empty plane and a happy Yuri. The police didn't find a single weapon, and could only warn Yuri not to sell weapons privately. This did not faze him. After the police left, the local villagers even started to dismantle the plane. The next day, only an empty skeleton of the plane remained. However, Interpol was also watching him closely. They tricked Yuri's wife into discovering his secret container. Ultimately, she finally learned his true identity and profession. She then took their son and left Yuri, which made Yuri start to feel uneasy. Interpol was also still on his trail.